Welcome back to Midday. We are making a very much healthier variation of craft dinner, according to Alexandra. How are you guys doing today, by the way?
Great.
Really good. Good. Isn't it nice that we've returned to summer?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's much nicer out there than it was even this time last week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so what's going on?
Yeah, the recipe we call HandCraft dinner. Craft with a C, of course. And it's basically your simple pasta and sauce. And you can add some veggies and meat to this if you like, or you can just do it your basic pasta and a cream sauce.
Okay.
So we'll give you one of the Made with Love variations now.
Very nice. All right.
So Alex is chopping some zucchini. So the first part of this recipe is basically saute some meat or vegetables or that sort of thing. We happen to have a bit of zucchini hanging around here because we're like in zucchini overdrive still in our home life. So
do you have so much coming up in the garden right now?
We've had a lot of zucchini over the past few weeks.
Does it grow like a weed?
Well,
like really
no,
easily?
No, but it's been growing really well.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
No, the weeds still take up more of my attention than picking zucchini, unfortunately.
Wouldn't it be, it'd be nicer if it grew that easily. I just remember my dad's garden. He had a huge garden, still does. So many zucchini, and they always seem to come ripe fairly similar at the same time.
Yeah.
Half a dozen a day.
What are you doing with all of them? You're making handcraft dinner.
That's right.
We'll show you another zucchini noodle recipe actually sometime in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
It's amazing. But this one, you can actually add any veggie. So if you're doing this for your kids, pick a vegetable they love. So if they like frozen peas, if they like broccoli, if they like carrots, whatever the people you're feeding want to eat, choose that, or optional. So you don't actually have to start with the veggies at all. So let's get those going on your element there, Colin.
That's right. So I've added a bit of oil to the pan, and we don't have any issue with right now with heat in the pan. It's pretty hot, so we should be able to cook these. So this recipe is really, like craft dinner is pretty much like the staple, and everyone learns how to cook with craft dinner. So if you can cook with craft dinner, you can cook with pasta and sauce just as easily, more healthily, and less expensively.
Yeah. So these guys will do 20 pasta bowls, is basically the gist. And the recipe on the back of the bottle is actually for a 4 serving. So what we're doing today, we would call 2 to 4 servings. And if you were crazy insanely hungry, you might eat it all. But it definitely does 2 and often 4, depending on, who you're feeding.
Okay, so this small one here is the one that does up to 20 servings.
Yeah, it does 20 pasta bowl dinners.
Okay.
And the big guys will do 40.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And you can do this in any flavor. So this afternoon at Save on Food Sahali, Colin and I are going to be there, and we'll let you taste a bunch of different flavors of pasta and sauce. And we have the recipe card. It's also already up on our Facebook page. So if you go to the Made with Love website, www.madewithlove.ca, and click Join Us on Facebook, you'll get the recipe for your pasta and sauce.
All right. What other steps are involved today? There's got to be more to this than zucchini, I'm sure.
That's right. So we're just sauteing the zucchini for a couple minutes.
And then
there's your measuring spoon. 2 tablespoons of the red pepper spice blend. And then we'll just have to stir that fairly rigorously just to make sure it doesn't get stuck to the pan. And then basically a cup of light cream or milk and a 1/4 cup of parmesan cheese.
Yeah, and we do this part just with light cream because what it will do actually is add about the same consistency as doing doing butter and milk, but 1 less step. So you can do 10% or you can do 18%, but if you choose like the light creams, you actually get lower fat, and it's only 1 step to add.
Which is great.
So we're just stirring this up, and then we're going to add 250 grams of pasta. And that is just back here in this pot, I believe.
Yep.
So we'll just add that.
Which is, of course, cooked already.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the deal with most pasta packages that you get at the grocery store, they're about 500 grams. So this recipe is going to use about half a bag or half a package of pasta. You can choose any shape you want. Today we've got this more local. It's done in the prairies here in Canada. organic penne, but you can use any type you like. And if you want, Marcel, get a picture of these guys at the end. I went into Save On Foods last night and picked this stuff up. And it is a tinkyata rice penne pasta. Rice noodle pasta. And that one is all funky kids shapes.
Fun.
So my guys love it with the Crimson Love spice blend with it's right up close there. And a cream sauce. And it tastes like a fettuccine Alfredo, but it's bright pink. And it has all your veggies in it. So they're getting servings of veggies without even knowing they're there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a win.
Yeah, what kid doesn't like pink pasta in their thermos for lunch that looks like different shapes?
I agree, 100%.
So I've just put the Parmesan cheese in, and we're going to lightly cook it and let the starch thicken it.
Okay.
And then
So from this
point,
point, maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes on medium heat, and that's just going to thicken up your sauce.
Welcome back in the kitchen, making a delicious pasta with Parmesan cream, zucchini, and the red pepper spice blend, and it's definitely thickened up. That didn't take long.
No, it doesn't take long
at all.
at
Not at all.
And that's the wonderful thing about it. It's once you cook your pasta, it's really just 2 or 3 minutes to make your full meal.
This is a good one from if you're coming home from work, you've just picked up the kids from daycare, you want something on the table quickly, right? And there's some vegetables here.
Yeah, and they see you do it and they pick it up, and then the next thing they know is they know how to do it themselves.
And
it's just incredible.
It's great, absolutely. So anything left that we need to do to this?
If you want to serve some up in that bowl, and Colin, if you hand me a bunch of that parsley down that end,
sure,
I will chop some.
All right.
So there's always lots of ways to add extra veggies to your meals. And you don't have to, but if you want to, doing some chopped up parsley or some baby grape tomatoes into halves or something like that at the end is great because you actually get all that nutrients. And parsley is one of the healthiest vegetables on our planet, actually. It has more minerals and vitamins than almost anything else you can eat. So I find it super hilarious that it's the one food most of us push to the side and toss out at the end with our plate.
My grandma told me it's good for your breath, so I always eat it at the end of the meal.
Well, you can very much reward your grandmother.
Thanks, Grandma.
And then, if you want to put a little sprinkle of Parmesan on that,
Sure.
Look at how good that looks, guys.
And I'm going to steal this guy.
Ta-da. Ta-da.
It smells good, and the parsley adds that delicious fresh smell right at the end as well, so it's lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. So again, a beautiful dish you have here, and make it in 10 minutes. If you would like to give this a try, Save On Foods in Columbia Square this afternoon is where you will find Alex and Colin. I think we are quickly out of time. Is there anything else that either of you would like to add?
No, enjoy your cooking.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
Awesome. You guys, thanks for being here today.